What's up, amigos? Chris Lewitt back with another Prodigy Maker Minute. As you may know, I'm the former #1 for Cornell University, pro circuit player, elite junior development coach, and author and educator. Author of The Secrets of Spanish Tennis and the Tennis Technique Bible. On this Prodigy Maker Minute, we've been talking about parents and the role of parents and coaches. And I just want to say that I believe, and I'm a coach, I'm a high performance coach, I believe that many times parents are better coaches than the coaches. And what I mean by that is, #1, the parents often have more passion, more belief, more motivation, and they're more driven to get their kid to the top than your average coach, than the coach that you're hiring. You're paying some money per hour to help with your kid's development. And I think that parents often bring an intelligence, a different viewpoint. I've had many parents who are high-powered lawyers, doctors, moguls of industry, very, very bright, educated people, PhDs, successful entrepreneurs. I've had many parents like that over the years whom I've learned from. I've learned tremendous things from parents. And I was very lucky that I kept my ears and my mind open to listening to those parents, rather than being like the problem coaches that I see in the industry who just try to shut the parents out, and they don't want to listen to a thing the parent says, and everything the parent says is bullshit and garbage. I always listen to the parents. Now, sometimes I don't agree, and we have to have a give and take and a debate, talk about things, but I've always enjoyed that give and take, and I've always respected the parents that I've worked with, and some of them are friggin' brilliant in whatever respective field they're in, and they can bring a very interesting take to what they see on the tennis court with the player that I'm working with. That's what I found over the years. And I found that many times coaches who are inframed in the industry, they're sort of in the tennis world, they oftentimes get stuck and caught up with those blinders on, and they can only see the player's development in a certain way. And many times when you have a bright parent, taking a fresh look, with a new vantage point, from a different background, maybe it's engineering or law or business or whatever, or maybe they were an athlete from another top sport, I've had parents who are top athletes in basketball or in soccer or even field hockey or ice or or ice hockey or whatever it is. Maybe they're going to bring an interesting perspective that I can learn from, and I have learned over the years many things from bright parents who have a lot of insight about their kids. Also, parents know their kid way better than any coach does. So I always look to the parents to say, hey, tell me about your kid. Like, explain to me the way your kid's wired, the way your kid, the way the clock's ticking here. Like, what's going on? Tell me how they learn best. Tell me how they're motivated best. Tell me their fears, their anxieties. Parents know that way better than the coach. And coaches should open their ears and listen for that stuff. But for all these reasons, this video is about the parents can be better coaches than the coaches. And I firmly believe that for all the reasons that I laid out. That's why many times the parents get tired of trying to find a good coach for their kid, and they take on the reins themselves. And you see so many stories of professional players and elite prodigies who their parents are running the whole show. Their parents are doing all the coaching and all the managing, and they just got fed up with trying to find someone as good as doing a good as job as they can do. They couldn't find it, and they couldn't find someone as dedicated as them. So that's my experience with parents and coaches. Are there awesome world-class coaches out there? Yeah, they're few and far between, and I think the really good coaches work with the parents. Like a parent and a coach together make an awesome team. That is like, there's something special about a parent and coach, or a team of coaches working together. And I think that when development's just left to the coach, it can be good, but it's usually not. And if you leave it to the parent, I think you're in better hands. I think the parent, for the reasons I laid out, can be even if they don't know anything about tennis, they got some of the other things. They can pick up the tennis side. I've had parents who didn't know a lick about tennis, and I thought they were amazing coaches. Like, maybe they're doing the psychology side, maybe they're doing the physical training side. And then what I've noticed is, as they spend more time working with me, or as the years go by, those parents become smarter and smarter about tennis. And after 10 or 15 years, maybe they've gone through the development with a couple siblings, for example. By the time they get to the second or third sibling, man, those parents are so much smarter than any high performance junior coach out there. I would trust their knowledge over any coach who's developed, nationally ranked kid or whatever. So consider that, guys. When I'm going to look for mentors to study with, I often like to find parents, like someone like Luis Bruguera, who, actually raised his son from the beginning to become a French Open champion and was an elite coach in the world. Like, to me, those types of mentors are extremely knowledgeable. So parents can make the best coaches. Does it always work out that way? Of course not. Maybe you find this controversial. I don't know. But if I had my druthers, I would trust that parent over the coach. At the bottom line is coach and parent together can make a fantastic team. Guys, if you like this Prodigy Maker Minute, check out my big show, Prodigy Maker Show. It's available on all the podcasting platforms and live on this YouTube channel. See you on the next program.